Come along with Anthony and I as we go on a pink Jeep tour to Newfound Gap. Odds are, if you have ever been to Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg, then you have seen the iconic pink Jeeps. Now, this tour took us to Newfound Gap, but we had to be at the Pink Jeep headquarters in Pigeon Forge at about 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, the first thing that we did when we got there, we had a little bit of time to spare after checking in, so we had to check out the merch. They have t-shirts, magnets, little pink Jeep figurines. They have binoculars, of which we got a pair. There's just a lot of things for you to look at and take in before it is time for your adventure to start. Now, after you are introduced to your driver, the very first stop that you make is at the Great Smoky Mountain sign. Now, our driver had a fantastic camera trick that he knew, and we were able to get some very beautiful photos at the sign. Prices for this 3-hour tour are going to range from $84 per adult and $74 per child. Now, you can get a private tour, and that is going to cost you around $588. Now, our driver was probably one of the best parts of the trip. He had a lot of knowledge of the Great Smoky Mountains, of the people who used to live and work on the mountain, how the roads got built, how certain structures were brought up and put together, the reason why there are so many pancake houses in the Pigeon Forge area. He was just a wealth of knowledge. Now, not only was he very knowledgeable, but he knew where to stop to get the best photos. We stopped along this creek bed on the way up the mountain, and there were several other stops where we could just stop, take in the beautiful views off the overlook, and he was more than willing to take photos of us. When you get to Newfound Gap, the first thing that you have to do is take a picture with the sign. Some people in your party stand in the North Carolina side, while the other parts stand in the Tennessee side. Now, our driver had a lot of knowledge about Newfound Gap, the history that was there, and we got to spend some time in that area, just off of the Jeep. We made it up the mountain. We just got to walk around and kind of just take in this historic, beautiful site. After around 15 minutes of stopping at Newfound Gap, we were able to get back on the Jeep to go back down the Great Smoky Mountains. Now, our driver did something that I'm not sure that other drivers do. He took us to Gatlinburg, to an area where he suspected that we might get to see bears.
This baby right here is going to be right in front of us in about 2 seconds.
If you haven't seen one of these beautiful animals out in the natural world before, it is just absolutely amazing. To be able to get to have seen these 2 babies and their mom was just absolutely incredible.
It's on the tree now.
Oh my God.
Look, it's climbing the tree.
Be quiet, don't scare it. Oh.
That's pretty awesome.
Anthony and I are so glad that we decided to take this tour. We got to see amazing views, animals. We got to learn a lot of the history involved in Newfound Gap. It was just an amazing experience. So if you are in the Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg area, Pink Jeep tours are definitely something that you need to check out. Now come along with us next week as we head on a brand new adventure.